Hey guys, so today's video I'm going to show you how to achieve this kind of fresh-faced, glowing summer, well, spring-summer kind of makeup look. It's really easy to achieve, it looks super natural I think. Obviously there are certain steps that you don't have to do and other things that you might want to do that I haven't done, but this is obviously a tutorial that I think works really nicely for the spring and summer. I hope you find it useful and pick up some good tips maybe. Be sure to like this video and I will see you in a second. Get ready for my naked scary face. So the first thing that we're going to do is start off with a primer. Now to me a primer is really important in every makeup routine, especially makeup routines that you're doing in spring and summertime, because it's getting warmer and it's getting hotter and you're going to be sweating and you might not be wearing as much makeup, but the makeup that you do wear is going to be moving around on your face, so a primer is going to just make it last that little bit longer. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is the L'Oreal Lumi Magic Primer. Now the reason that I'm using this one and not one of my normal primers is because we're going for more of a glowing, sun-kissed foundation and makeup. So this has actually got light infusing pigments in it, so it's just going to make your face glow a lot more. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take a pump onto my hand and then I'm just going to dot this around my face. So after you've applied the primer, the next thing you're going to want to move on to is your foundation. Now I know that some people might not want to wear foundation. By all means go ahead and use your tinted moisturiser or your BB cream, your CC cream, whatever you personally want to do, but for me I don't particularly like the coverage that BB creams give and I do like a little bit more of a thicker coverage. I will either wear foundation or nothing. So I'm going to use foundation for this and I'm using my Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation. And then we're just going to blend that in. Now I'm using my beauty blender, which is absolutely amazing. It gives you such a flawless finish. I do also like using like my Real Technique brushes, things like that, but at the moment I'm loving my beauty blender. I do use it quite damp because then obviously it doesn't soak up as much of your foundation, so you get a better use out of your foundation. So after you've done your foundation, the next thing to do is use your concealer. Now I don't really have any spots, but I do have under eye circles, which is what I like to conceal. So go ahead and use your concealer to cover up any imperfections that you have or any dark circles, anything like that. I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and I'm just going to apply this in the triangle underneath my eyes. I'm sure you'll all kind of know this secret, the kind of Kim Kardashian under eye highlight. This is one of my absolute favourite things to do in my makeup routine. I just feel like it really does brighten up my under eye area. To use a concealer a couple of shades lighter than your foundation and apply it in a triangle underneath your eyes, it's going to make such a difference and it's going to make you look awake and it's going to make your foundation look so much better. So after I've applied that, I'm just again going to take my beauty blender and then just blend that all in together. And then make sure that you don't just conceal underneath your eye, make sure that you drag the concealer up to your hairline, and again that's going to make it blend together and seem more seamless. So although it does look scary when you first apply it, the end effect is amazing. And then you can also drag the remainder of the concealer on your beauty blender just down the bridge of your nose, on your chin, and also as a highlight up here. What basically highlighting does is it brings forward areas of your face that would kind of naturally get hit by the light, and it just makes your face look a little bit more sculpted. Now it's time to set your foundation and concealer, and this is again such an important step, especially in a spring and summer foundation routine. I always powder my makeup no matter what time of the year it is, just because I feel like it gives the nicest finish. After you have powdered your face, the next thing that we're going to do is bronze our face. We're not particularly going to do any contouring because we're going for a more daytime and more natural look, but we're still going to do a bit of bronzing just to give the face a little bit more definition. So just take any matte bronzer. It's really important, I think, to use a matte bronzer because it's not going to look fake and it's just going to look a lot more natural. So I'm taking my Bahama bronzer from the Balm and I'm just using a small dome-shaped brush. And then, obviously, because we're not contouring, we're just going to take it lightly along the cheekbones. And then we're going to do it in basically a 3 shape. So we're going to take it from the temple onto the cheek and then below the jaw. And this is just going to make sure that all your features are really nice and defined. After you've bronzed your face, you can go ahead and apply any blush that you would like. Because we're going for a more sun-kissed look, I am using a more corally colour. This is from Bourjois and it does have a bit of a sheen to it, which I personally really like. Just because we are using a matte bronzer, it's nice to have a little bit of sheen in your blush. And then, again, not going to apply lots of it, but still just going to apply a little bit of a wash of colour. So just smile and apply it on the apples of your cheeks and then bring it back up to your hairline. So it still gives you a little bit of colour, but it doesn't give you massive and massives of colour. After you've applied your blush, the next step is to apply a highlighter. Now, because we are going for a really sun-kissed kind of bronzy look, I would say that a highlighter is really important. I'm taking my mary-loumanizer highlighter. It's just going to give it a really nice warm glow. So we're just going to apply this to the top of the cheekbones and the cupid's bow and possibly down the nose. And then what you can do is just take a clean brush and then just make sure that everything is all nice and blended together. Now, after your face makeup is all set in place, what I would suggest is take a setting spray and applying that to your face. So another really important step in this makeup routine is to use a primer for your eyes. Obviously you can tell that I really like primers, so I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. Now what the eye primer is going to do, similar to the face primer, is just going to make sure that your eyeshadow stays on for a lot longer. It's going to make sure that it doesn't crease and it's going to make it a lot easier to blend. So they are really great to have. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lid and I'm just going to take it a little bit further up towards the brow bone. So after we've applied this eyeshadow primer, we're going to move on to the eyeshadow. I'm using most of the colours from my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, which looks just like this. And the first colour that we're going to take is this really light, pinky, champagne-y, shimmery colour called Bootycall. We're going to apply this to the inner half of the eye, and this is really going to brighten up the eye. And because we are going for a daytime look, it's just going to look really fresh and you're going to look awake. So we're just going to apply this on a flat shader brush to the inner half of the eyelid. So after we've applied that to the inner half of the eye, what we're going to do is we're going to take a slightly darker colour. We're going to take YDK, again from the Naked 2 palette. But it's kind of like a browny shimmery kind of colour, so if you take any colour that's similar to that, you don't obviously have to use your Naked 2 palette. And now I'm just taking a pencil brush. I'm using my MAC 219 brush, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take YDK, pat off the excess, and I'm just going to start applying this on the more of the outer V, just like this. Now after we've applied that in the outer V, and we're going to use Half Baked, which is this kind of light goldy colour, and we're just going to take that again on the flat shader brush, and we're just going to apply this in the outer half, but not moving too far into YDK. So we're just going to use this as kind of a transition colour between the two. Now because we have been working with really kind of shimmery colours, for our transition colour we're going to use a matte brown. But I'm going to use a warmer brown, and I'm going to use Swiss Chocolate from MAC. I'm going to take this on my Sigma blending brush, my E25 blending brush, and Something that a lot of people don't understand is how important blending is. Blending is so important in any eyeshadow look. Even if you're just going for a really basic everyday look, blending, it will just make your eyeshadow look so much more professional. So with whatever, any fluffy brush that you have, like this, anything, just make sure that you blend. And I'm just going to take this on the crease and I'm just going to start blending this. I'm going to use windshield wiper motions, and I'm also going to use little swirling motions, just to make sure that it's all really seamlessly blended and it looks kind of as natural as possible. Oh, this blending brush is so good. It's really soft, it doesn't feel harsh at all. So it's a really great blending brush, this Sigma E25 brush. Okay, so after we've done that, what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight the inner corner. Now I'm going to go in again with my Mary-Loumanizer highlighter, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this on a MAC 219 pencil brush and just apply this to the inner corner. And then you'll see what a difference a highlighted inner corner will do. It just brightens up your eyes so much. The next thing to do, again because we're going for a bright kind of bronzy natural daytime look, we're going to take a white eyeliner and just apply this on the lower waterline. Now a white eyeliner makes your eyes look so much bigger, because it kind of just adds on to the whites of your eyes and just really expands your eyes. If you haven't got a white eyeliner, a lot of people use nude eyeliners, and that again works just as good. It just really brightens up and opens the eyes. For any black pencil liner that you have, you can also use brown because that will still look very natural. And we're just going to apply a very small amount of this onto the upper lash line. We're not going to do a wing or anything like that, we're just going to apply this onto the upper lash line. And then once you've done that, to kind of blend it out and again make it look a little bit more natural, we're just going to take a dark eyeshadow. I'm using Blackout from my Naked 2 palette, but obviously use any matte eyeshadow that you've got on a pencil brush, and then we're just going to smoke this along the line. And this is really just going to blend it all together and make it look a lot more natural. So after we've done all the eyeshadow and everything, what we're going to do is curl our eyelashes. So after you have curled your lashes, you want to go ahead and apply your mascara. Okay, so after you've applied the waterproof mascara, go ahead and apply your normal mascara. Now obviously, because we are going for a more daytime natural look, I'm not going to wear false lashes. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so after we have applied our mascara, the next thing that we're going to do is our eyebrows. I have got a full eyebrow routine. If you guys would like to go and watch that, I will link it down below, or I will have an annotation to it somewhere around the screen now if you want to click on that. So the last thing that is left to do is apply our lip products. Now because again we're going for a more natural kind of summertime bronzy neutrally kind of base, what I'm using is a balm stain. I'm using a Revlon Just Fit and Kissable balm stain. Now this is going to look a lot more natural than say a lipstick or a lip liner and a lipstick and a lip gloss and all that jazz. Obviously if you want to do that, you do that, but because we're going for a more natural look, these are absolutely perfect. It's also really moisturising, and they're just great for kind of an everyday neutral colour. I'm using it in the colour Honey Deuce, and I'm just going to apply this all over my... And then the very last thing that is really important is to set your makeup. Like we did earlier with the foundation, we're just going to fully set the entire face now. Again, so we're just going back to that makeup setting spray, and again using a few sprays all over our face. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this kind of neutral, everyday, bright, fresh summer, spring makeup look. That was such a mouthful. Please like this video if you're excited for summer. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can see all my new videos. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, my links will be down below. And if you do recreate this look, then tweet me a picture, tag me on Instagram, leave me some comments down below, tell me what you think of it, leave me some comments for some video requests as well if you have any. What I did think I was going to do is when I get to 2,000 subscribers, I think I might do a Q&A video. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know. And also, I totally forgot to mention, but thank you so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm on like 1,130, something like that at the moment. But yes, thank you so much for that. I love you all dearly. You are my babies. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later. Bye. What is going on? Because you're going to be out and you're going to moving. Oh. What is going on with me? This is not working for me. That smells funky. What am I talking about? Really? Really? Like you look like some kind of streetwalker. Oh. Okay, bye.